Has anybody seen a rainbow recently? Okay, I don't know about y'all, because apparently it's a thing for y'all too. But ever since I started working on this message, there's been a rainbow like every day. It is insane. And every day I'm like, you keep your covenant. You keep you're so faithful, God. And some of us walked in here and we think that we've gone too far, that where God couldn't possibly love us. We have so much shame covering us to say God couldn't possibly forgive us. God doesn't love me. Yeah, he loves all these other girls. They seem pretty great. They seem like they really love you. Their arms are up high, worshiping you. God doesn't love me. If everyone knew what I was doing last weekend, God doesn't love me. God's not for me. God can't forgive me. Well, every time you see a rainbow in the sky, you better know that God does love you. He's faithful to you. He's keeping his promise to you. And every day that the sun comes out is a chance of grace for you. You say, well, Sadie, really? A rainbow's supposed to do it for me? The sun's supposed to do it for me? Yes. It says all of heaven, all of the sky, all of earth proclaims the glory of God. Why would his creation not preach to you? Why would his intention not? The fact that we had a team here this whole week, literally hours upon hours painting things for y'all, gluing beach volleyballs on walls for y'all, making sure that mirrors were everywhere so that this message would come to life for y'all, painting, sweeping, power washing, praying. All of this design was for you to know that we love you enough, that we want to make it beautiful and special so that when you walk in, you know how special you are. That's what God does every day when he puts the sun back up, when the moon comes back out, when the sunset is gorgeous, when the rainbow comes in the sky. It's all to make you know there's a God in heaven who loves you, who is for you. And for you to proclaim that glory back to him. It's beautiful. The sun really should be a reminder that you're loved. In Matthew 5, Jesus is talking to people and he says, you should love not only your neighbor, but you should love your enemies as well. And then he goes on to use an example as to how to love your enemies. And he says, for God, which is his Father, for God, our Father, he puts the sun up for the just and the unjust. He makes the sun rise for the good and the wicked. So Jesus' example for how we ought to love others is the fact that God actually lets the sun rise on all of us. So yeah, when you look outside and you see the sun, you should just thank God that he loved you enough that it would rise for you today. When it rains and the storm seems really big, you should just thank God that a rainbow is on the other side of that. And that goes for your spiritual life too.